Being a MUD member is the coolest because you get not free, but very affordable access to a lot more tools than I could ever have at home. And there's no reason for every person on the planet to own a set of tools when you only use them every couple months. So I think it makes a lot more sense to have a place where we can all share tools and use them when you need them.
And I think a lot of people are they're benefiting from the tool library. I know I am, because I don't have to have all these tools or not do a project because I don't have a tool. And the librarians are great teachers, and they're kind. They're my favorite.
I think I originally became a MUD member when my husband and I were noticing all of this pretty decent hardwood furniture out in the alleys that people were throwing out, and we were looking for furniture and but didn't have a lot of tools to fix things up, and found out MUD existed and were so excited and joined right away.
I found MUD by exploring Missoula on my first day here like 2 months ago. I've been trying to make time to come over here ever since.
I don't even know where to begin. I became a MUD member because when I moved to Missoula, I had this dresser that I had to finish. I built this dresser and I had to find a place to sand it, and I couldn't find anywhere to do it. And it was like in the middle of winter when I moved, and so my friends were like, "Oh, you should go to MUD," and they let me like sand in the middle of winter in their shipping container, and that's what really made me become a MUD member.
So I moved to Missoula a few years ago, and this was my first time living in a house rather than an apartment, and I have a tendency to bite off a lot more than I can chew. And so I was in the middle of a yard project and realized I didn't have any of the tools I needed. So I found out about MUD and immediately became a tool library member.
I would not be able to use power tools without the electricity and the power tools provided by MUD.
MUD is a place that is aligned with all of Missoula's values, and I love that we offer access for people who might not be able to afford like a tool library membership. Otherwise, we have scholarships. So I think it's really cool that it's accessible for everyone, and frankly, every community should have a tool library. It's a cool place to find community, which I think we're all looking for in our own ways.
My first one was the beginner to carpentry, and then I've taken the beginner's car mechanics and then the beginner plumbing. And they're amazing because you can walk in feeling like you've never, well, I had never used even a drill before, the carpentry one, but it's a safe space to ask questions, and you walk out of it maybe not knowing everything, but with the basic knowledge to be able to ask questions, know even like what questions to ask, and just feeling overall a lot more confident.
MUD creates a community atmosphere. You know, like you're able to go there and talk through what you're doing. You're able to meet other people who are also kind of have the same mindset as you, let me try, let me find out, and let me be capable in this way. And that's really important for community.
Something I've noticed is how easy it is to just pick up something and use it, and how nice it is to have somebody to ask questions for. People answer questions very nicely here.
My favorite project was maybe as part of the beginner carpentry workshop. I made a dinosaur shelf from one of my nieces, and I used a jigsaw to kind of carve out a stegosaurus, and that one was really cute. But probably the one where I used the most tools and was the most proud of was tiling our bathroom floor.
I'm working on the drawers for my van so I can store some more stuff and then make it look less like a mess.
I just did a quick oil change, but all the work that I've done on my car, I do here because I get full access to all these tools that I just don't have at home. I've changed my radiator, Right now I'm just changing my oil, but
I have accomplished a lot with my mud tool membership. So one of my favorite things was building a catio for my 2 cats, Bear and Lily. They are angels and deserve the world.
Oh, okay, let me think. I'm doing flooring in the house right now, and I'm using Mud's flooring kit. We just redid the siding, chop saw, Mud sliding miter saws, a really big pipe wrench, table saw, vibrating oscillating tool. I am using these big 4-foot long levels right now. Really, the list goes on and on and on.
Mud is a necessary part of our community because of teaching people how to use what they have.
Mud is so important to the community because, I mean, it just breaks down barriers, right? And it allows me to be able to be self-sufficient and to learn these new skills, and to learn these new skills with a really low barrier to entry. Here is this place that encourages me to try, that talks me through it, that helps me. And I just don't think that you can put there's not really like a price on that.